Hi, I'm Johnny. I'm a global artist ambassador for FENIX360, and I'm blessed to be joined today by the creative director, Sabina. Hi, Sabina. How are you?
Hi, John. How
Oh,
are you? Thanks. I'm good.
me too. And it's great to see you. Thank you for joining me. And I'm looking forward to sharing with our audience, Sabina, some of your artwork. So is it okay if we tune into one of your videos?
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so
Excellent.
much for inviting me for this interview.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. And thank you for being here. Okay, everybody, let's tune in now to some of the work from Sabina. Oh, Sabina, it was great to see your work. And thank you so much for sharing your video with us. Can you tell me where you're from and how did you get involved in becoming an artist?
Yeah. Hey, I'm Sabina. I'm originally from Kazakhstan and now I'm based in Tbilisi in Georgia.
Georgia.
I'm working as a creative director, but I started my career from working as a stylist.
Oh,
Um, yeah. I was based actually in Beijing at last 10 years,
huh?
and there I was meet two photographers from London, who was an independent creative director too, and they also working as the photographers.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, I didn't have any experience as working as a stylist. I even don't really understand what kind of fashion is it. But I was really always very inspiring by beautiful clothes and by beautiful things on the process of shooting.
Mhm.
And just one day in Beijing, I was met as two guys, which has helped me a lot. And I just asked them if I can help them if I can do something good for them. And I
Yes.
just came for the next day for shoot them, and I'm just doing as his assistant. So I'm just, like start to help to them, like just holding like lights and just like, took some clothes.
Right, the production
And
team. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and the next day they just asked me, okay, let's work together. We know you don't have any experience of styling, but we think you have really nice eyes, so we just can try to work together.
Nice.
And that's how it started.
Oh, Sabina, that's really great. And plus, it's so interesting, where you're from and, and kind of the journey that you just shared, Kazakhstan and Beijing and meeting with these, professionals. They bring you into the production shoot, you become,
Yeah.
they love your eye and the way you look and set things together. And that's really fascinating. And I'm very happy that that happened for you. Now you fell into it, but now you're kind of following your dream and expressing your talents. So I think that's great. Now, listen,
Thank you so
when
much.
you're welcome. When you were kind of considering being an artist, and in that journey, were there other kinds of artists that you're a fan of, that you love, or have been inspired by that helps you with that kind of look to be able to have that eye?
Yeah, I was always very inspiring with from a lot of photographers and of a lot of arts. I'm usually very inspiring to went museum and just just going like when if I'm like travel anywhere, I'm just going to a museum and like trying to catch up everything for my eyes.
Yeah.
And I love a lot. I was also was very inspiring by a lot of stylists, by a lot of photographers, fashion photographers, and I think one of the most inspiring stylists for me is it Grace Cottington,
Uh-huh.
because yeah, she one of I think the iconic stylists around the world.
Uh-huh.
So her work is just amazing, and yeah, I mean there is a lot of inspiration everywhere for
There
me.
most certainly are. And it's nice to learn about the one you mentioned, Grace, that is so powerfully influential in the fashion industry.
Yeah.
And so at any rate, I'm happy to learn that. Now, let me ask this question. What projects are you involved in right now or that are coming up, Sabina?
Mhm. I have lately I'm working on my own project, which is I'm also being as a creative director, and I'm also doing all of styling and also shooting.
Uh-huh.
I work around the world with albino people, and I'm shooting albino people around the world. So I just come back from Istanbul last week, where I got the last my shoot. There was a guy which I meet on the street, and I just asked him, "Hey, how are you?" And yeah, and then like I just asked him if he has any time. And on the next day, we just walking around the city, and I've done few shirts, and yeah, it was one of my latest projects.
Great. And so it's a fashion brand that does shirts, right? And that's and you connected with him, and ultimately now that you're involved in helping him develop his brand, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, Sabina, you are making some great influences in the professional world, and I also like what a great personality you have. That you meet with people and engage them, and you know, going to museums, and you know, you're quite motivated in terms of what you're experiencing. And I just want you to know I appreciate that. We're going to look forward to following your progress, and we're also going to be looking forward to you being on our app on Phoenix 360. So I want everyone to follow your progress by tuning into the social media channels that I'll post below our interview. And then also we'll look forward to you coming up on Phoenix 360. So Sabina, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much, John, for your time. Thank you so much for such a nice interview.
Oh, you're terrific.
It
Thank
was a pleasure meeting you.
you. All right. Thank you so much. You take good care.